All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in another market and chart analysis video. Let's get right into it. So the stocks that I'm watching this week, actually, take a look at the paper trade account, eh? Crazy day on Friday. I mean, Friday was just a wild day in the market, as it were, right? 19 to 19. I did 13K on Friday. Two big swing positions still going, just murdering the SPY. As you can see, almost 30K on the SPY on the year. Remember, this is a paper account, right? It's a paper account, but really good to practice, fun to trade, and treating it as I would a regular account, right? The strategy on this, you go back, you can see the strategy on these. So the account started at 30K. I'm risking 10% of the account on each trade, right? So that's like the maximum that I'm risking. So at the beginning, it was 30K, $3,000 a trade, and then a 30% stop loss, right? If I cut at 30%, that's 1% of the account maximum I could lose. And that's the method to the madness. It's a really good strategy. Part of that I got from Stock Market Wolf. And I think it's really smart as long as you are managing things the correct way. So it was really big, traded SPY. I swung Coin, Boeing, and Tesla. And Boeing I called out on Twitter and said I'm long Boeing here. So let's take a look at what we're looking at for this coming week. The first one, if you're on any kind of finance talk, you're watching PayPal right now. Finance talk, finance Twitter, FinTwit, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they call it now that it's X, but PayPal has, for the first time in a long time, we can go weekly chart. All right, I guess we'll work on the daily, has crossed over the 200 EMA with force and has crossed this trend line here, boom, breaking out. So PayPal is on watch for continuation. Definitely going to be looking at PayPal long. The SPY is in uncharted territory because, ladies and gentlemen, we made new all-time highs, like it says in the thumbnail of this video. New all-time highs for the SPY. On the weekly, it's a better. Boom, way over 480. SPX over 480, and that was crazy. And if you remember last week, right, I made that short. I said, hey, some whales bought this much of the SPY, $12 million worth, 480 is expiring in just a couple weeks. Really unusual to expire that soon, and that price. And I said, I bet you we see 480 tomorrow, and we smacked 480, right in here. Boom, tested it for a little bit and went all the way to 482, almost 483, and 483 tapped in after hours. Just wild. And then big move up. We'll see what happens. I would imagine that futures are green. Maybe we open big and we keep going. We'll see. So definitely watching SPY right closely. It's an uncharted territory. We're also watching, everything ripped at the end. Netflix on the daily. We talked about this, right? That it was kind of diamonding here. And we had an inside bar day. And then although this was bearish at the close, right? Red candle. I like how they pushed up the end. The bulls pushed up the end of the day here on the bottom of this candle. And we formed a higher low. So we'll see what happens. And we continue to go on that. Netflix is on watch for me. Tesla is on watch. There's earnings for Tesla this week, and this is a barcode, so we're going to keep this off. But you can see down in here, right, the bottom of this volume profile, we're down in this support level here. We put in not a very convincing day, but we broke below the thesis of 212, right, and the candle body closed at 212.19. So candle body following the thesis that we talked about a few videos ago. So Tesla on watch as well. And then we have new all-time highs for Qs. Not looking at that too much. We're going to be watching coin, Bitcoin, Mara, right? Bitcoin for sure. We came in here and tested this bottom range of 41.79. We tested it to, barely. We went to 42.58. That's up in here. I'm looking, right? 42.58. That was the test there. And we bounced up inside day here and coming back down. I don't like the way that this looks, right? To me, looks like we could come back down and test this, but I'm hoping that we just stay right in this range at the base of these candles. We double bottomed here, the candle bodies, and go from there. I think that, you know, any bounce from down in the 40K range is good. And so that's why I swung coin. Big wick here. Same thing on Mara. Big wick here. Looking at those this week. Gonna be watching Save. Of course, because Portney is in that, and we talked about that, right? And on the 5 minutes on that day, Friday, pretty much inside, and then big move after hours, as they said that they're reconsidering. The judge is reconsidering. So we'll see what happens there. Anything could happen, really. Get a change on this music here, because this one is a little bit much. Let's go here. That'll work. Cool. So that's what we're looking at. Save there. And then the last couple things I'm going to be watching are going to be, where are they? AMD, just all-time highs. Boom, 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 boom. NVIDIA, right? Also all-time highs. So the question is, where do we top out, right? So until there is a change on the daily, right? And we break below, or until we put in a daily lower low, right? The trend continues and we just keep going up, right? I mean, all the way even back in here, after we broke out from this big bar here, right? We have this bullish day here, and this is just this is a higher high, and this is just, I mean, I guess this is a low, but we haven't broken anything below, right? The close of each candle, candle by candle method, we just continue to go higher. It's wild. So we're watching that going up until we see a trend change. Apple breaking out with strength. It's gap up after gap up. And Lululemon. This is the last one we're going to look at. Lulu, perfect bounce here off the support, and that is beautiful right here. Boom, boom. If you ever have seen a reversal pattern, that is just about perfect. All right, this could just be green. Do I have? Yeah. So this hammer is just, that's perfect. So Lululemon, looking for longs on Lululemon. That's what we're gonna be watching. Gonna be a fun week. Earnings, you know, we've got a lot of earnings coming up. Visa at the end of the week. Blackstone, Tesla, let's see, Verizon, Netflix has earnings, right? So we're watching that as well. Premiums are gonna be really expensive when there's earnings. Anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. There is a link for free stock in the description of this video, a referral link. You use it, sign up. You and I both get some free shares of stock right now. They're giving away a lot of Apple, super awesome, which is trading, you know, at $191 a share. So get yourself a couple $100 of Apple and look at that. Anything else you want to look at? I don't think so. Y'all have a good night. Happy trading week. Remember, if your dreams and goals don't scare you, probably not big enough. See you tomorrow.